Okay, thanks for joining us once again. Just looking at my painting in the break, I'm not happy here. I've probably got that a little bit too low. So I'm going to put that back and I'm going to make it a bit higher. Just take it up above that mountain range this time. And a little bit there. I want that straighter actually. And just like that, like a building or something back and behind what we're going to paint in front here. She's not telling you yet, and we're going to pick up a little bit of yellow ochre, maybe a bit of white, and just like it's a bit of something happening back there, a bit of white as well. Doesn't matter, looks like something. That's all we're worried about. It's almost like a semi-abstract, this one. It's a great little exercise, and let's get into it. We're going to put in some boats. That's what it's all about, folks. Let's get into it. I'm going to put in some, spread out some white here. And start with our first boat way out here. And we can bring that straight back like that. Let's try and do most of this with the palette knife, this painting. And there's its reflection. Want some darks back in there because we're going to bring that into the next boat coming out in front of it. Get some darks happening up here as well. Bit of something on the deck. Mast. Don't forget, the knives are great for this. You can leave that alone. Look, you don't even have to touch it. And I'll even throw in an anchor, mooring line, whatever it is. Just a little bit more dark there. And we got the look of a boat. In fact, what I like to do now is just to get a fan brush and just give that a little gentle bit of blending there, just to make it look like the hull. We'll have a little bit of dark down the bottom there as well, down on the waterline, and just fan it. So a bit of a dark under there. You can even put in a the old anti-fouling line on the boat up there like so. And if we do, we've got to reflect that as well. So I'll put that in with a brush actually. It's coming up like so. A little bit easier with a brush. Get this one. Got to experiment, play around with it. Okay. All we want is that hint. You can even have a little line going about there like that. Look at that. Just sets it off. Okay. Bit of a fan here. That looks okay. Let's see if we can get this happening. So there we go. We've got the bow of the first boat. Throw a little bit of, wait a minute. Put our reflection in of that as well. It's the reflections that set it off. So get them in there. And don't forget we got some darks across there as well. Even though I got a bit of white on that brush, we're going to get those colours in, reflecting into the water. This is what it's all about in this painting. Great reflections, sets the boats right off. Once again, fan it just gently. Don't wipe out what you've put there. And even, normally I'll brush it that way, and then I'll turn it on its edge, and you can get some lines through there. Great little trick, sets it right off. Look at that. Okay. We can come back over that later with a knife in the water and give it a little bit more texture in the water if we like. Just touching that up there. Bit of a bow on it. Okay. We've got another boat coming up. And this one's going to have a bit of a straighter bow. Once again, take it straight back. How easy is that? Just giving the effect. Back with our fan. We can just sweep that back, get a bit of dark down the bottom as well. Okay, straight over that with a knife just to tidy things up. And we don't want to go any further up to that mast there. That's a no-no, so we'll just put our reflection in now. And we want something up above that as well. Here we go. Nice darks up on top of that boat. Just to break it up. Give us a look of the bow going back. Okay. I've got another mast coming up here. Take this one right up. Not too worried about the look. It's impressionistic. It doesn't want it perfect. You try and make this perfect and it's not going to look as good. Okay. Get a bit of dark in there as well. Bit of light on that. And a little bit of light up here too. So we just got that little bit happening. Bit of a boom maybe. Get some booms happening in here. Another one back in there. And we'll get some stays coming down as well. Something's got to hold that mast up. Here we go. Don't forget, this is an impressionistic painting, so that's what we're looking at. We even have a bit of a bow rail up there. Or mainly done with a knife, because that's the best effect you can get with this type of painting, I find. So I'm not worried about how it looks too, because I want it perfect. I know I keep saying it, but that's the worst thing we could possibly do with this. And coming up to our next break, and we're going to have our light coming from this direction, of course. Probably already worked that out. So we'll get a bit of light on here. And a little bit of light on there too. Okay. Backgrounds, put a few more masts in if you like, a little marina. Okay, just coming up to another break, only a few seconds left, see how much more we can get done here. And in fact, what I'm going to do now is put one of the sails in here that they've just come back, or they're just getting ready to go out and they're getting them out. Okay. Nice and thick, that's what we want. Okay, I'm going to come back shortly and we're going to finish her off, gets lots of sails and reflections happening, and hope you can join us in.